Inauguration Day. It's one of the most closely watched political events in the United States every 4 years, and a bedrock of American democracy. People from across the country travel to the nation's capital and tune in to see the beautiful, bewildering, and at times downright bizarre spectacle that is the transition of power. In this walk down memory lane, we bring you some of the best, worst, and weirdest moments from Inauguration Days past.
Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Inauguration speeches have brought about some of the most memorable quotes in American history.
It's going to be only America first. America first.
President Donald Trump's inauguration speech was remembered for its dark and divisive tone, which seemed to set the stage for the next 4 years.
And the crime, and the gangs, and the drugs.
But I like to remember that day through the lens of former President George W. Bush, who could be seen struggling with his poncho as the 45th Commander-in-Chief was sworn in on the Capitol footsteps. The story goes that at the end of the day, the former president whispered to former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton, "That was some weird shit." Or better yet, the memification of First Lady Michelle Obama, who appeared stunned and confused when Melania Trump brought her a gift at the start of the ceremonies.
So I'm sort of like, okay, what am I supposed to do with this gift? And
Folks had no idea what Melania was handing Michelle, and by the look on her face, neither did the First Lady. The unscripted moment went totally viral and lives on in inaugural history. So do many of Michelle Obama's facial expressions from that day. Inaugural ceremonies lead to beautiful after-parties, like the neighborhood ball in 2009, where Beyoncé famously serenaded the new president and First Lady. But not everything goes according to plan.
That I will execute
faithfully the office of President of the United States.
The office of President of the United States faithfully.
Little do most people know that former President Barack Obama's first swearing-in ceremony actually happened twice, due to some fumbled wording on the part of the President and Supreme Court Justice John Roberts. The pair redid the swearing-in ceremony just to avoid any doubt about the legality of Obama's presidency. Things get even crazier when you go back a little further in time, like in 1973, when former President Richard Nixon wanted to make sure pigeons didn't poop on his parade. Officials sprayed the area before the big day with a chemical bird repellent, but the whole thing backfired when countless dead birds were piled along the parade route. In 1869, Washington, D.C. was a frigid 16 degrees Fahrenheit, nearly -9 degrees Celsius, leading to frozen champagne. In fact, it was so cold, even the canaries were frozen, according to reports from the time. I guess birds just don't fare well on Inauguration Day. Some moments are just downright bizarre, like when former President Dwight Eisenhower was lassoed by cowboy star Monty Montana during his inauguration ceremony. Don't worry though, the cowboy received special permission from the Secret Service to lasso the new president. Here's a fun fact.
We're all ready to start.
The blueberry Jelly Belly flavor was created to help celebrate Ronald Reagan's inauguration in 1981. The former president was a huge Jelly Bean fan. In fact, he used the candies to stop smoking cigarettes. So, you know he needed some festive red, white, and blue jelly beans for the big day. William Henry Harrison's inauguration speech in 1841 was 100 minutes long and delivered without a coat or hat. He died a month later from pneumonia. It feels like that one could have probably been avoided. You never really know what you're going to get with any inauguration ceremony. Perhaps that's part of the reason why millions of Americans and folks from around the world tune in every 4 years. It's one of the most important and notable traditions in the United States, but this year, things are going to look quite different. Inauguration Day in 2021 will be unlike any other in history, with a virtual spectacle focusing on national unity. President-elect Joe Biden still plans to be sworn in on the footsteps of the Capitol.
A new administration will be inaugurated on January 20th.
But Trump has already announced he won't be there, becoming the first outgoing president in 152 years to skip the big day. Then again, he'll probably be busy promoting false conspiracy theories of a rigged election.
This election was a fraud. Just so you understand, this election was a fraud.